Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my 36, I can't really make a 3-6, 36 week update. I'm so excited and I'm so relieved to be at 36 weeks because it means I'm so freaking close to the end. I am so ready for her to be here. I'm done being pregnant, I'm over it, and I'm just ready for her. Kind of a lot-ish to talk about, kind of not, we'll see. Some silly things, so here we go. Alright, I always have the issue of it trying not to focus on me, so hopefully it's focused on me. If not, I'm so sorry. Hudson it's always, my record time is when he's supposed to be napping. He's supposed to be napping, but he's playing, so you might hear little Hudson sounds. But anyways, let's jump right in. So, 36 weeks. I went to the doctor on Thursday, which was actually the day before I was 36 weeks, and I had quite the appointment. To start off, I weighed 130 pounds, which I'm keeping right in there at like the 128, 130. And she weighed, well, first we did a non-stress test. That was the whole point we were there. Did a non-stress test and she failed that again. So we immediately jumped on and did an ultrasound. I knew she was okay because I could hear a heartbeat. That's always like, as long as I hear a heartbeat, I'm good. The heartbeat is what really freaks me out. If I didn't hear that, then I would have been in a wreck. But I heard a heartbeat, so I wasn't too concerned. So we jumped from the NST to do an ultrasound. On the ultrasound, she gave us lots of pretty pictures of herself, which I'll put right here for you to see. And it was really cool because it was the first time that I've gotten to see her face really at all this pregnancy. So it was just super exciting for me, and she's so cute and squishy, and she's got the chubbiest little cheeks. Anyways, and from that ultrasound, it looked like she weighed 6 pounds 3 ounces. Again, I don't really trust, but that's pretty good, and I'll take it. I don't feel like that's too big compared to what she was measuring the weeks before, but I'm curious if the doctor on a Monday will want to, if they'll do a size and see. But anyway, she did fail that ultrasound, and so, she failed the NST, so we did the ultrasound. The ultrasound, she did all of her movements, her tone was great, but she failed her breathing, which they look for breathing, and she'd do one breath here and one breath there, but they wanted 3 solid breaths, and she wasn't giving them that in a row. And so she failed her ultrasound. And from there I was a little okay, I don't know what this means, what do we do? And so my doctor had me go down to labor and delivery. And at labor and delivery, they hooked me up for another NST on their machine and brought me lots of sugary drinks and Jello and ice cold water. And the combination of all those things, we got her to pass that NST. So she passed that NST, and I was able to come home, and it's as if nothing happened. So it's kind of funky that you can fail so many things and then just go home and everything's okay. But that is what happened with that. I've been a little anxiety-wise, a little more hesitant or cautious about her, just because I think all this failing kind of is starting to get in my head. And that's also kind of getting me to the point where I'm at 36 weeks and I have started dancing like crazy, eating pineapple, eating dates, doing everything I can to help that cervix soften, which is all, of course, myth. I don't think any of it's actually proved, but trying just to get progress. I would be perfectly fine if she came today. Babies at 36 weeks are pretty they're very viable, and almost a good percentage of them don't need even in the NICU, so I would be okay with it. And I know in my head that it's best the longest they stay in there, but if you've ever held a dead baby, I can promise you when your baby's alive, you just want them out of you while they are alive. And so that's where I'm at with this, and I'm just ready for her to come. And I've started to feel yesterday, Hudson and I danced probably all day long because the Taylor Swift CD came out, and so by the end of the day I kept getting little cramps here and there, which is what my labor with Hudson started off with, as constant cramps. So that was a good sign to me, and it's kind of, I had a lot of like lightening and stuff, so I feel like it helped. And I'm, again, just eating the pineapple. You have to eat the core though, and the core is gross. Like the core does not taste good. And it's like really dense, like it's hard to bite into. And the dates. We went to Walmart last night and got dates, and they're like, they don't taste gross. They taste sugary, but they freaking look like cockroaches, you guys. And I'm so grossed out by it. Like, I can't eat it because it looks like a cockroach. And so I ended up putting them in the food processor with some pecans and ground them, and I have them in the refrigerator in cookie dough. So I'm gonna bake them into cookies, and hopefully they're still just as effective. I mean, if not, they're kind of good for you, I guess. I don't really know. They're really sugary, but I'm hoping that that will make them like distracting, because I can eat like 6 cookies a day. Yeah, I can do that. So there is that. Cravings have pretty much just stayed the same. My loss of appetite, my appetite keeps coming and going. I'll be like really hungry, but then really not. So it's just, I'm kind of like forcing myself to eat. I'm of course craving sugar, everything I'm not supposed to. Well, I'm fine eating it, but things that aren't as good for you. And dinner is like the hardest thing ever to come up with right now because nothing sounds good. Oh, I keep forgetting every week to talk about this, and so I'm going to talk about it now, is my eyelashes and my eyebrows. With Hudson and Jaden, when I was pregnant, my eyebrows grew in amazingly, and they grew really well, and I was so excited. With with this baby girl, she is like stealing them because I can just like touch my eyebrow and the hair falls out. Like my eyebrow hair is gone, which is fine because I got them, you know, the microblade, and then I can color it in on top of that to fix that. But again, eyebrows are coming out, and my eyelashes. My eyelashes are so much more sparse than they normally are, and I'm not used to that because normally I have really good eyelashes. So I've concluded that hopefully she has a really good set of eyebrows and a really good set of eyelashes because she's taking mine. Like my other body hair though, my arm hair and my leg hair, which I do shave my arm hair, you guys, which to a lot of people is weird, but I don't want arm hair. Anyways, it grows really slow and really sparse, which with Hudson, when I was pregnant with Hudson and Jaden, they, like, my leg hair grew in really dense. Okay, not really, that's like monkey sounding. It was not a monkey, but it grew in a lot more dense and a lot faster. With her, I could not shave them for like 2 weeks, and while the hair is there and it's growing, it's really fine and hard to see. So that's kind of actually really cool. And it's winter now, so I don't really need to shave anyway, so it works out. I mean, I still do, but yeah. Anyways, all right, this next part is gonna be a little TMI. I'm gonna talk about vaginas. So if you don't want to hear that, jump forward or plug your ear holes for a couple minutes. Deal? Deal. So I like to Google. I like to research and be very educated about many different things. When I'm curious, I over Google it all. And so that's what I did with dilation and effacing, just to refresh my memory. And you never know, like, since I had Hudson, what new things could have been thought, I guess. And so I decided to research dilation and effacing. And oh, I might have forgotten to tell you guys, I was still really high up when she did a cervix check last Monday. So when I was like beginning of my 35 weeks, I was 1 centimeter dilated, which is equivalent to a finger. 1 finger dilated, and I was still really high up, but I was softening, she said, by the way. But anyways, back to my story. So I was researching all of this, and I saw this thing that they said that if you look at your butt crack, apparently there's a purplish or red line that goes from your bunghole to your butt crack. And they, like, apparently this is like a midwife's thing, that when you're dilating, as you dilate, that line will go up all the way up your butt crack. So naturally, I went in the mirror, spread my butt cheeks, and looked at my butt crack. And I totally had a purple line, so, which I'm gonna assume I didn't have before. I didn't really look before, and I never looked with Hudson. I'd never heard this before. And anyways, and I had a purple line and it went all the way up my butt crack, which would have meant I would be like 10 centimeters dilated, because if it's like, depending on where it was how dilated you are. And I'm definitely not. I know I wasn't that dilated, so that kind of went to a fail, but I thought it was really interesting, so I thought I'd tell you. Maybe you want to go look at your butt crack and see if you got a purple line too. And in that process, I also then decided to look at my vagina, which is something you don't really commonly do. And I don't know, when I was pregnant with Hudson, I don't think it changed too much, but you guys don't, I'm not looking down there again. I told Skylar he is not allowed to look down there, at least not until after she's like, after my 6 weeks of healing after she's born. Cannot even look at my lower half of my body. Yeah, it just does not look normal. It's all swollen and gross, and I have varicose veins, which are disgusting, and I really pray they go away. And that's really TMI to tell you, and I'm super embarrassed to say that, but I'm going to tell you because you might be experiencing the same thing at your 35, 36 weeks, and you want to know if it's normal. And it is normal. The doctors all say it's normal, but again, it's just swollen and gross, and I'm not looking down there again. I regret it. My confidence just went down the hole. So yeah, there's a little funny story for you guys. I will show you guys my belly, and we'll go from there. All right, we're gonna do belly a little bit different because you're at a little bit of a different angle. Normally I put you like right here, but you're like up here. So anyways, on my layers. This is what my belly looks like. It's gigantic. I'm a whale. And I'm not sure if you can tell. Ooh, stretch up. My belly button is like kind of starting to poke out. It's just kind of going away, but if I play with it, I can actually see the end of my belly button, which is crazy because I never could with Hudson. So definitely grown in that way, but I'm really glad it hasn't popped out yet because that freaks me out. So I'm really hoping that my belly button doesn't pop out. I'm like, cross my fingers, hoping so much. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of your guys' support, and I'm so ready to meet baby girl, and I cannot wait to show you guys baby girl. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you know any other like crazy things that you've researched, or any cervix softening tips or anything. Then let me know, and we will see you next week. Bye you guys.